All right, weather's getting a little colder, leaves are falling. Means chill in the air, means the basketballs are bouncing at Nielsen Center
Right.
here at Houghton. I'm here with women's basketball coach Phil Pellegrino. About to get the season started, and we want to kind of take a look back at last year. It was a great historical year for the Highlander team, and tell us how 2022-23 went for the women's team.
Yeah, 2022-2023 was a fun year. We're moving past it at this point with everything, but I think last year was historic for a number of reasons. We got to host a playoff game, which was really fun. It didn't go the way that we wanted it to, but getting the community engaged and getting everybody out there and kind of putting Houghton basketball on the map a little bit was really exciting. I think for our team and for the community, for myself and the coaching staff, just kind of all involved. We have a lot of returners from that team that are back, that are leading the way, which is really good too. We were fortunate enough to play after February and get into a tournament in March, April time, like some of the big time programs, when we were fortunate enough to go to the NCCAA tournament and play against some scholarship schools, NAI schools, whatever it is, and it was a lot of fun last season, and I'm looking even more forward to this one.
How do you turn the page from that, and what kind of momentum does it build as you're looking forward with the team going into this season?
Yeah, we've had the conversation as a team too. Last season has nothing to do with this season at all. I mean, we have a lot of the same players, we have a lot of the same stuff that's getting added in, but we need to be more hungry than ever, and that's kind of what I've seen from the team. I don't see any hangover factor, if you will, from last year to this year, where we're content with how the season went. I even see that last season's success has made us more hungry moving into this year, where we got a taste of success and what winning looks like a little bit, and I think they want more. I don't think they're content with where it ended. I think they want more of it.
Who are some of those key players last year that are kind of a year older and more mature and got the experience that are going to be key to this year's team?
Yeah, we have a bunch of returners. We graduated one from our team last year, so a majority of our roster is back. And every year we start from square one. So we have people who are all conference players that are returning. We have people who didn't get as many minutes that might this year as well. So we're starting from square one. It's hard to tell so far. I mean, we were fortunate enough to get individual recognition last year for some players. But what we say at the start of every year, individual recognition comes from team success. So that really is our main focus point, is just moving forward as a new team and with everything.
How about just the experience of returning so many players,
Yeah.
and what does that mean for you and the goals you're setting for this season?
Yeah, it's funny because last year we were joking as a team actually on Saturday's practice a couple days ago. Excuse me. That last year we were able to put things in a lot faster this year. Our offense, our defense, kind of reads that we're making. We've already put in more reads and concepts this year to our team than even what we got to at the end of last season. So just having so many returners has helped with the teaching part of it, that we're not teaching every little thing from square one. And I think our seniors, juniors, and even sophomore class are doing a really good job pulling the freshmen, and the freshmen have a lot of information to retain really on in the year, where they're not only adjusting to college and classes, but we're throwing a whole different set of everything at them basketball wise, and our returners have done an awesome job leading them to what our expectations are in our program.
Okay. You don't have to get into specific names, but who are some of the what does this freshman team do for you, and what type of skill sets do they bring that'll help the team?
Yeah, I'm excited for the newcomers. I think every one of them has a little bit of a different skill set, and we're going to see impacts from a majority of them at some point throughout the year, whether it's early on or later on in the season. I do think that you'll see some new names on the floor at some point in the year. I think we have scoring ability in this freshman class, which is really nice. I think we have length. I think we have post-up abilities. I think we have high IQ players. I think we have ball handlers, and I think everyone brings a little bit of a different piece than the next one. So we're excited about the newcomers just in general for what they can add to everything, both offensively and defensively, to the program.
Overall, what would you see the strengths of this team, those positives that you've seen early on in practices?
Yeah, I think our IQ level is really high as a team. we turn the ball over, which is normal in the preseason, and hopefully we can clean up the turnovers and get those jitters out. But for the most part, like our team IQ is incredibly high right now. I teach something, and it's not like I have to teach it 10 different times for them to retain it. I teach it once, twice, and they're rolling with it, and we're ready to play. We've done more 5-on-5 in this preseason than we've probably ever done in the past, where it's not we're just standing there 5-on-0 and we're teaching and then doing a shooting drill. We're actually actively playing in every single practice, just because they retain the information so fast, which is a big reason why we were able to expand our playbook. But also it's just fun to see them retain information at such a high level.
What let's look at the conference. I mean,
Sure.
It's probably same old.
Sure.
Who are the teams to watch, and who are
Sure.
the teams that we're going to be fighting for another E8 playoff spot?
Sure. I think our conference, the Empire 8 is always just incredibly competitive. Obviously, we have a couple teams that are traditionally just outstanding in our conference that we typically have a hard time knocking off. I'm really excited for those games. But even when you talk about the bottom of our conference, the historical bottom of our conference, I think everybody's getting a little bit better right now. When you see who they're bringing in, to how hard all these programs are working and everything, our conference in the Empire 8 is just going to be incredibly competitive game in and game out. Where maybe a couple of years ago you saw some blowouts on certain sides. I don't think there's going to be that many blowouts in the Empire 8. I think everybody has a very, very competitive basketball team, and we're going to get to see that early on. We have some conference games in the first semester this year that every game is going to be so important. It's going to be when you look back at the end of the year on who makes the playoffs. One of those first couple games could impact everything towards the end of the year. And conference play is always competitive, and there's always rivalries and all that kind of fun stuff. But the Empire 8's just at a really, really competitive level right now.
Great. All right. Thanks, and good luck this season.
Yeah, thank you so much.